What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Some new cards from the Japanese set Paradigm Trigger have been revealed, and these will make up the other half of our November set Silver Tempest, in addition to the cards we've already seen from the Japanese set Incandescent Arcana. Not all of the cards were revealed, but some of them were during the recent Champions League tournament stream in Yokohama. So let's get into this. So as you see here, Lugia Vstar will be one of the cards we're looking at today. And on Poke Beach, they remind us that this set will additionally feature Regidrago V-Star and Regieleki VMAX. And I think these are the other two cards that we're waiting on to really see if they are impactful, in addition, of course, to trainers and stuff like that. But if you've been following along, I've been talking about this on stream and stuff. I don't think they are going to put any like what they expect to be tier 1 meta, like game defining cards in this set, because in my theory, I think they are trying to make this a kind of uh moderate to mild competitive set just to finish out the Sword and Shield era so that they can start their new design philosophies in Scarlet and Violet and not have another mishap like they did in the last Sun and Moon set where they released ADP, and that was a tyrant of many more sets of formats to come. So yeah, let's look at these new cards that were revealed. So we have Lugia V, which the regular art Lugia V is cool as heck. Full art's not bad, but I think this is beautiful for a regular art. Wind Reading for colorless, discard a card and draw 3 cards, and then Arrow Dive for 4 energy, does 130, discard a Stadium card and play. You'll never optimally be doing any of this stuff aside from Wind Reading, maybe turn 1 going second. And then Lugia V Star, again, pretty cool art. I like it. I dig it. 280 HP, colorless, weak to lightning, resistant to fighting, has 1 attack, storm dive, 220, and you may discard a stadium in play. Pretty okay to meh attack, but it does have a very unique V-Star power. You may use this during your turn, choose up to 2 colorless Pokemon from your discard, except for Pokemon with a rule box, and put them onto your bench. So essentially this will be a neat way to cheat out Stage 1 and Stage 2 colorless Pokemon. So this ability will always be dictated in strength by how strong or how good are your colorless Pokemon in the card pool. Off the top of my head, I don't think we have any that make this card very appealing, but again, we haven't seen all the cards in this set, and they also did print so far in this reveal a new colorless Stage 2 that we will see in just a moment here. Next, we have Unown V, and what's so cool to me about Unown V is it's Unown V, right? It's a V Pokemon, but the unknown in the art is also Unown V. I think this was a home run from creatures. I love it. So Unown V, 30 damage, and your opponent's active is now confused. And then Victory Symbol. This could be spicy for decks that may have trouble taking that last prize card. This almost feels like a GX attack or, like a V-Star power to me. Victory Symbol for 3 colorless. If you only have 1 prize card left, you win. So this could easily be splashed into like Mirage Gate decks and stuff like that that can just pop down a couple energy in 1 turn and then just say I win. If you are playing a deck that has trouble taking that 6th prize card, or you're playing against or if you have like a matchup, something like Archeops that makes you take 5 prize cards and then knock out a 3 prizer. This could get around something like that. So this is actually a pretty cool card. I don't think it will be a popular card by any means, or even a very good card, but it could be a niche card that is used for specific scenarios. So I'm down with Unown V. Seems pretty cool. Unown VSTAR has 1 attack, tri-power, flip 3 coins. Actually has 2 attacks. The V-Star power is an attack. Tri-power, flip 3 coins, and does 70 times the number of heads. Very bad. Star Cipher V-Star power. Until this Pokemon leaves play, it gains an ability that has the effect all of your opponent's Pokemon's weakness is now Psychic. But if this Pokemon leaves play, that effect is gone. I think this is most likely bad. We're just going to put that in the bad category. But the Unown V itself is cool. The V Star, meh. Here we have Archon and Archeops. So this is one of those potential colorless Pokemon you might want to cheat out with Lugia Vstar's ability. Primal Turbo, once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 special energy cards and attach them to one of your Pokemon. So, like, right out of the gate, so we can just, attach 2 double turbos. We could attach powerful energies. We could attach the new V Guard energy. So, do extra damage, have extra energy, take less damage. Does that make Lugia V Star good all of a sudden? Probably not. It makes it interesting at the very least. You can cheat out 2 of these Archeops with the V-Star power if you get them into the discard pile. And then you can use both of their Primal Turbo abilities to then accelerate 2 powerful colorless energies each to Lugia V-Star. And in that case, your Lugia V-Star is now doing 300 damage. But if they knock out your 1 Lugia V-Star, there go all of your special energies with it. Oh, excuse me. So, it sounds kind of like glass cannony, and it also sounds like it takes a good amount of setup because your V-Star power isn't anything like Starbirth where it's actually setting you up. You essentially have to get into the setup. You have to get those Archeops into the discard. You have to get your Lugia out there, and then you can get going. If you can actually establish that board and then use the V-Star power to put those Pokemon onto your bench and then start using them. I don't know. It seems okay. Obviously, this isn't going to be out for a little while for North America. It comes out in a few months, so we will have it legal for regional championships before the end of the year. So we'll get around to testing this out eventually and see if it's any good. It seems more cool than good to me after seeing this card for like what less than 24 hours ago. I think it was revealed, so haven't had too much time to sit and think about this card because there's more immediate cards and decks to be thinking about. But at a glance, seems cool, playable. I wouldn't call it good yet. And then we have this whole slew of cards that they all interact with each other, and you just know that's going to be bad. This Morpeko says you can only use this attack if the Dene used Dede Short last turn. Dede Short can only be used if your Toga Damaru used Toga Dash last turn. And then Pika Strike, you can only use this if the Dene used Dede Short last turn. And then Toga Damaru's Toga Dash, which starts this whole chain, says flip a coin if heads. This Pokemon is knocked out during your opponent's. If this Pokemon is knocked out during your opponent's next turn, your opponent can't take any prizes for it. So you do 10 damage with this thing, and if heads, your opponent doesn't take a prize card for knocking it out. And then you can use Dede Short and do 60 damage, and the defending is paralyzed. And then you can choose to either use more Peko to do 60 to all of your opponent's benched Pokemon, or Pikachu to do 200 if your Dedenne used Dede Short last turn. But then you have to start the chain over again at Togedemaru. So this seems like the fun tier meme deck that you can make a video about on YouTube or try out for fun or build a budget deck or something on PTCGO and try to beat meta decks with it for fun. But these cards are all like bad tier. Cool concept, but very bad tier. Then we have Elgum and Bahium. Useless. Metatite and Metacham, also useless. Maybe, okay, Metacham isn't useless in a world where there's a very popular Psychic Weak VMAX Pokemon. Other than that, useless. And then we have these cards that are pretty sick. Essentially, they are a tool that gives a V Pokemon of any sort a V Star power. You can attach this to a V Max, a V Union, or a V Star, and it can now use this V Star power. So we have two of them. The first one, Grove Tablet, gives you the ability Star Alchemy. During your turn, you may search your deck for a card. So it essentially gives any sort of V Pokemon half of a star birth. So maybe you play a deck with only V Pokemon with no V Star Pokemon. So your deck doesn't have a V Star power to use for the game. Um I don't know what kind of deck, maybe like Galarian Moltres V toolbox style deck. We saw that recently at Worlds and NAIC in Milwaukee. Maybe just a single prize deck that plays a Crobat V in it. And you can even just attach this to Crobat V and then pop a V Star power. Just search your deck for any card. And then we also have this that gives you an attack. Star Gravity V Star Power attack for 3 colorless. Put damage counters on all of your opponent's Pokemon V until they each have 100 HP remaining. So this one is like very limited because it has to be V Pokemon, and we will be getting our first Scarlet and Violet EX Pokemon like a few months after this set comes out. So I don't think Earth Tablet is very good, but I do think Grove Tablet is interesting. You know, you can just toss this into a deck that, like I said, plays a couple of V Pokemon, but no V stars or doesn't want to play V stars, and you can just have a an ability that says search your deck for a card that you can pop at any time. So this one's kind of interesting. This one's cool, but I don't think it will be actually played. This one might be played in like, I don't know, one deck, maybe. But yeah, so these are all of the new cards revealed so far for the Paradigm Trigger set releasing in Japan on October 21st. So I think we will probably see more cards from this revealed in about a week or so. They revealed some of these as a special event at a tournament. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about these cards. I mean, I think the real big one here to discuss about is Lugia Vstar. Is it just cool and functioning and a little bit playable, or is it good? You know, Lugia is like a very poster legendary card. You know, Lugia is a big deal in the fan base and the franchise, so it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for them to just give Lugia a very strong card, but they give legendaries mediocre cards all the time. So it could really go either way if they've tested this card to be a powerhouse, or if they just wanted to be cool and flashy, but not really do much in the game since they have Scarlet and Violet coming so soon after. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Check out all my sponsors, affiliate codes, links, things like that that help support my channel. And the best way to support my channel is subscribe to the channel, leave a like and a comment. That's really the absolute best way to support my content if you enjoy it. So thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.